Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing a review of a book by Daniel Clay called Broken. Broken is about three families that live on a cul-de-sac on the outskirts of London, and it's the Oswald family, the Cunningham family and the Buckley family. It kind of centres around a girl called Skunk Cunningham, and she's 11 years old I think, and she's just started high school. She lives with her dad, her brother and her nanny, and the story, or not the story, but the characters are kind of loosely based on To Kill a Mockingbird. So there's Skunk, Archie, Jed and Karis. And then there's the Oswald family, which is 5 daughters and their dad. And they're really horrible girls, and they're kind of not very nice to people, and they treat people really badly. And then lastly there's the Buckley family, which is the 2 parents and then their son called Rick Buckley. And throughout the book, Rick Buckley is described as Broken Buckley. One of the Oswald girls has said something really not very nice about Rick Buckley, and then they accuse him of something, so their dad beats Rick up, and then kind of after that Rick's his mental health kind of deteriorates, and he kind of doesn't want to leave his room, and his mum and dad try really hard, and his whole theory is he just wants innocence again. He just wants to be innocent, and he doesn't want bad things to happen. So he does some pretty drastic things. And this book is really, it's not a very light read. It's very dark and gritty, and just, it touches on some really sensitive topics. I first heard about this book a couple of years ago. I watched a film called Broken and I loved it a lot. Not because of, it sounds weird saying that I loved it because it's such a dark film, but it's such an interesting kind of topic, I think, and so much happens in this book. I just think it's just such a fast-paced book, and it's really just the story of growing up and losing innocence. It's just kind of really beautiful. It's very unstructured. There's no chapters or parts or anything like that. It's just a continuous story, chain of events. I think that's why it transferred so great onto screen, because it literally is just a chain of events. It's just, if you think this book is a bit dark and depressing for you, I'd definitely check out the film. The film is very depressing still, but it's so much, not as much happens. In this book, so much happens. So many bad things happen to people that don't deserve it, and so many things go right for people that don't. So if you think the book sounds a bit heavy, I'd definitely check out the film because not as much happens. And then if you like the film, I'd definitely check out the book. It's very kind of just, it just kind of highlights some issues that Britain has. It's kind of, in this book, the system repeatedly just lets everybody down. The police don't care, the social workers don't care, the mental health workers, they don't care. It kind of just shows how broken Britain is in a very over-dramatised way, but it does bring forward some really kind of poignant topics in this country. And if you've read this book, not all of Britain is like this. Lots of places in England and in the United Kingdom are quite unjust, like where the Cunninghams live. But I definitely check this book out. I gave it, I think, 3 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I just think it's a really interesting read. It's dark, it's gritty if you enjoy kind of dark books, like I kind of think I do. Don't really know why, but I definitely suggest you check it out. I enjoyed the story. I like where it went. Well, I didn't like where it went, but I liked it was very imaginative and tells a great story. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely check it out. I did enjoy it. I thought it was a good book, and it's definitely it's very underrated. I've never heard anybody talk about this book before. If you've read it, great. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you again next week when I'm going to be doing my Harry Potter experience. So the kind of my life with Harry Potter. It sounds a bit weird, but I saw Bookables do a video kind of like this and I kind of thought I'd like to try that out. So yeah, me and Mads will see you again next week. Bye!